Sometimes the most incredible histories aren't the ones you find in big, fancy museums. Sometimes they're just tucked away, maybe in an old trunk written in ink that's slowly fading, just waiting for the right moment and, as it turns out, the right technology to bring them back to life. Today, we're diving into one of those exact stories, a digital quest to save a family's past. And this, right here, really gets to the heart of it all. This isn't just about old documents and names on a family tree. It's about getting a real, genuine glimpse into the lives of the people who came before us. It's a connection, a personal window into a totally different time. All right, so every great quest needs a treasure, right? Well, in our story, the treasure is an old, unassuming trunk. But this trunk is filled with the collected papers of the Gwinn family, a family whose roots go way, way back, right on the shores of the New River in West Virginia. And get this, this isn't some brand new discovery. For years, these papers were looked after by a man named Nelson Gwinn, and after him, by his grandchildren. All of them had the same hope, this same dream, that one day they'd figure out a way to share this incredible family history with everybody. So what's actually in this trunk? Well, it's this incredible mix of the deeply personal and the totally practical. You've got these intimate, handwritten letters right next to things like promissory notes and old financial ledgers. But even that everyday stuff gives us this powerful look into the day-to-day life, the struggles, the wins of this family. Okay, but here's where our quest hits a major snag. The antagonist in our story isn't a person at all. It's time itself. It's this relentless, unstoppable force that is threatening to just wipe this history away for good. This really lays out the stakes perfectly. On one side, you have this huge hope of connecting with the past. But on the other, you've got the harsh reality. Paper is falling apart, the ink is fading, and maybe just as fragile are the stories, the memories passed down from person to person. That oral tradition is so rich, but once it's gone, it is gone forever. This isn't the first time someone has tried to save the Gwinn papers. But every time before, they just hit a brick wall. The documents are handwritten, the script is just incredibly hard to read, and the technology they had back then, well, it just wasn't powerful enough to figure it all out. The quest was basically on hold. But then, everything changed. This is the turning point. A new hero has entered the story, and it's armed with the power to do what everyone thought was impossible. And that hero? It's modern technology. The absolute game changer here is artificial intelligence, or AI. Today's AI can actually read these old, hard-to-decipher documents. It looks at the script, analyzes it, and then turns it into digital text. It's literally transforming a fragile stock of papers into a completely searchable, accessible digital archive. So how does this digital rescue mission actually work? Well, it's pretty methodical. First, they take each delicate page and carefully scan it into a digital image. Then the AI goes to work, transcribing all that tricky handwriting. And finally, everything is indexed and loaded into an online archive, which makes this history available to anyone, anywhere in the world. But here's what's so cool about this. Just digitizing the papers, that's not the end of the quest, not even close. In fact, it's a brand new beginning. This project isn't just about saving the past. It's about inviting an entire community to help build an even richer history together. And that leads to a really important question, one the creators of this archive are asking themselves. Okay, the documents are saved. So, what comes next? Where does the story go from here? And the answer? Well, it's pretty profound. The future of this history is now in the hands of the community. This archive is designed to be a living, breathing project, not some static collection of old files just sitting on a server. And this is basically an open invitation to everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a Gwinn descendant or not. The project is asking people to share those stories they heard from their grandparents or their aunts and uncles, to bring back those little pieces of that fading oral tradition. It's a chance for all of us to help build and strengthen the history that we all share. I love this quote because it just boils everything down to one simple idea. It's a choice. We can actually choose to be active participants in saving our shared past. Or we can just stand by and let it disappear. This project empowers every single one of us to make that choice. And that leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? The Gwinn family found their treasure in an old trunk. It really makes you wonder, What stories, what letters, what priceless pieces of your own family's past might be sitting in an attic or a dusty old box in the basement, just waiting for their own quest to finally begin?